In this video tutorial, we are going to solve the given cubic equation by a factoring method. Let's look at our equation, the cubic equation x power 3 plus 1 equal to 0. As you can see, I can write 1 as a what? As a 1 power 3. So I can write x power 3 and 1 could be written as 1 power 3 equal to 0. So this is the trick that we will be using. So now this simply becomes what? The sum of two cubes. So we will be using this formula right up here, as you can see that one, a plus b power 3. So right now, if we compare this one with x power 3 plus 1 power 3, that means what happens? A is our x and b is our 1, so we can just simply write as what? X plus 1 time what? So this simply become x power 2 minus a is how much? X times b is what? 1 plus b squared is what? 1 squared. So let's simplify. So that's going to be what? X plus 1 times x squared minus 1 times x is going to give you negative x plus 1 squared is 1. So that means on this left hand side I can write this as what? The product. I can write the factors, these one, x plus 1 times x squared minus x plus 1 equal to 0. So now we're going to split them up. So the first factor is what? X plus 1 equal to 0. And the second factor is what? I can write x squared minus x. X minus 1x, I can write negative x as negative x. 1x plus 1 equal to 0. So our first solution is going to be simply x equal to negative 1. And here we're going to be using quadratic formula. So what is our quadratic formula? I'm going to write it down. Quadratic formula is x equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4 times ac. Everything is divisible by 2 times a. In this case, our a equals to what? 1, b equal to negative 1, and c equal to 1. If we plug it in this quadratic formula, so that's going to give you what? Negative b, and b is negative 1, plus minus b squared. b is negative 1 square minus 4 times a is what? 1, and c is what as well? Everything is divisible by 2 times 1. So let's go ahead and simplify this thing. So that's going to be a negative, and negative is become positive with the ones, no, positive 1 plus or minus. That's going to be how much? That's going to be simply what? Negative 1 squared is 1 minus 4 times 1 times 1 is 4. Everything is divisible by what? 2 times 1 is 2. So that's going to give us what? 1 positive or negative, that's going to become negative 3 in that radical sign divided by 2. Now as you can see, you remember that negative 1, square root of negative 1 is always equal to I. I is an imaginary number. So that means negative square root of negative 3 is going to be simply I times square root of 3. So that's what I'm going to write down. So that's going to be written as 1 plus or minus I times square root of 3 divided by what? 2. Now I'm going to split them up. So our two solutions going to be split them up with these signs. So our solution is going to be what? X equal to 1 over 2 plus I times square root of 3 over 2. That is one of the solutions. The second solution is going to be what? 1 over 2 minus I times square root of 3 divided by 2. So that is going to be our another solution. So that means what this is one solution and this is another one. So thus our complete solution set is going to be what? Thus our complete solution set is going to be what? So the one was what? X equal to -1. So we put down -1 comma 1 over 2 plus I times square root of 3 divided by 2, and the third solution is 1 over 2 minus I times square root of 3 divided by what? 2. So these are our solution. As you can see, whenever you have an imaginary number I shows up, so they become complex number. So this is a solution in what? These are our complex numbers. So the solution is in, just be careful, solution in complex numbers. So if your professor wants the real solutions, then you have to be very careful. So if you are looking for a real solutions, if you are looking for a real numbers only, real number solutions are real solutions. So that is only going to be only this part. So that is going to be only -1 is a real solution. So you see this difference. So these three are your complex numbers and this is your real solution is going to be only this part. So you have to be careful with that one. Now the next step, we want to see whether our given solutions are the correct ones. So this step is super easy. What I want you to do is I want you to, whatever solutions you got, these ones, I want you to add them up. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add them up. I'm going to say -1 plus this solution. The second solution is what? 1 over 2 plus I times square root of 3 divided by 2. And the third solution is what? 1 over 2 minus I times square root of 3 divided by 2. They must be equal to minus b over a. Now you might be wondering what is a and what is b. Now I'm going to show you. So our original cubic equation was this one. I'm going to just rewrite this one as what? I'm going to write as what? 1x power 3. There are few missing terms. I'm going to put down plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1 equal to 0. So you have to be careful. So in that case, 1 is our what? A. 0 is our what? B. 0 is our C, and 1 is our D. So that would give you what? Minus b over a is going to simply give us minus, and then b is what? 0 divided by 1. So that's going to give you 0 over 1 is going to be a 0. So that means this part minus b over a is simply what? 0. Now we're going to see what you're going to get on the left hand side is. So let's go ahead and do this thing. As you can see right now, this positive I square root of 3 over 2 and negative I square root of 3, 2, they cancel out, isn't it? So what we got on the left hand side, we got negative 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. Isn't it this thing? So you can see this one, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is going to give us what? Positive 1. So negative 1 plus 1 equal to 0. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Isn't it this both left hand side and both hand sides, isn't they same? So that means since they are same, that means our solution, our answer is check. They are the correct solutions. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.